Okay, today we're going to talk about the four main problems we're facing in the Pokemon card hobby as of today. And these are the four main problems that I personally see that are really making Pokemon collecting hard and really making the whole being a genuine collector difficult. And some of these you might already assume that they are the main problem, while some of these are something new, but they all work together in conjunction. It's like a big wheel. Um, all four of these need each other, and if you take one of them out, I think the whole wheel collapses. And yeah, we're gonna discuss all four wheels. These are basically all four of the main issues that Pokemon is facing in terms of people that generally want to collect and and still be in the hobby. So yeah, let's get to it then. You ever walked into a store, eager to buy the latest Pokemon card set, only to find empty shelves? Or perhaps you scoured online retailers, only to be met by exorbitant prices? The joy of collecting Pokemon cards has been overshadowed by a surge of scalpers, crypto enthusiasts, resellers, and an influx of new collectors. Let's dive into how these groups are impacting the hobby we all cherish. The scalper problem. Scalpers have become a significant obstacle for general collectors. These individuals purchase large quantities of product as soon as they're released, intending to resell them at inflated prices. This practice has led to widespread shortages, leaving dedicated fans empty handed. For instance, reports have surfaced of shoppers clearing out entire stocks before displays are set up, prompting calls for retailers to impose purchase limits. So, in other words, I really feel like a lot of people blame scalpers and really put the focus on them for ruining a hobby, but they're just a piece of the puzzle. Most of this, when I think of a scalper, I just think of someone who is your local uh, reseller that just comps as much as they can and posts it on Facebook Marketplace and keeps it moving. I really don't think these guys really know what they're doing. They're just in it for a small profit. They're not in it to capitalize on big gains. They're just they're just a piece of the problem. But in reality, they're just your basic normal looking dude. They don't know what they're doing. They just know, oh, this might be worth something. I'll just post it on Facebook Marketplace, sell it for 20 bucks more, and that's it. They call it a day. They don't do anything else. They're just your basic reseller, your basic Pokemon scalper. Nothing special about them. The influence of crypto enthusiasts and NFT speculators. The rise of cryptocurrencies and non fungible tokens has introduced a new dynamic to the Pokemon card market. Some investors view physical cards as tangible assets that can be tokenized or integrated into digital portfolios. This speculative approach has contributed to price surges, making it challenging for traditional collectors to acquire sought after cards. While the integration of blockchain technology offers avenues for collectibles, it also raises concern about prioritizing profit over passion. So this is another thing where I really want to harp on. These guys, I feel like, are kind of the main problem in what being a collector is about. Okay, the resellers are one thing. Um, you can easily bypass them by just doing your own research, buying online, and really looking at links to see where the latest drop is at. And again, there's a lot of product out there. You just gotta look for it. You can literally beat the scalpers and they're at that wait in line at Target. So, and there's also literally products still there at the Targets. It just depends on who wants it, because at my Target we have Cleaver boxes there still, and no one buys them. Okay, but back to the crypto bros and investor bros and stuff. Um, they're really, you know, buyout groups, group buyouts, inflate, and like these not these cook groups, but like there's certain people that really influence card prices. Okay, for instance, I guess the main one was the Magic card from Paldea Evolved. It was a $30 card upon release. Even that was kind of expensive to many people. Um, then it rose to $100, I think, a year later, and that's all. And the only people that really did that were the investor bros, these group buyouts. There's a group of people out there that do massive buyouts to inflate card prices, and that card kind of got manipulated to that point, similar to the Greninja EX from Twilight Masquerade, another manipulated card. So market manipulation in cards has been there in the hobby before the boom, but right now it's gotten so bad that a lot of $5, $2, maybe $10 illustrated rares have climbed up to 40, 100, maybe more. I mean, the Drowsy illustrated rare from Scarlet and Violet is a good example. I generally feel like that card's still like an $8, $10 card to me. I've pulled that card like 4 times and I never really got excited or amused for it, regardless of the artist. And I just feel like seeing it at the $100 price tag just makes me feel like scratching my head a little bit like, this isn't right. I don't really see this card at that price range, you know? But for the most part, a lot of cards have been surging up in price, making, I guess, driving up this FOMO for people to pay these prices. I don't know. Generally feel like if you're someone who's looking to like complete sets and buy singles and stuff, I suggest you just wait it out. If you're really paying $40 to $50 on some of these illustrator rares, then you're a part of the problem as well, because all you're doing is justifying these people like, yeah, people are buying at these prices, so that means this price is accurate, and you're just giving them like facts and, you know, evidence that, yeah, people are buying this, so this is real, you know, this is not going down anytime soon. So try not to support these prices, because yeah, you're just giving them ammo. But we'll go on to the next subject. Sorry I harped on about subject number 1, but there's no way you can beat the crypto bros unless you literally don't buy anything and everything climbs down. And again, if product gets printed at a mass quantity, the more packs get open, and then prices will slowly decrease in that, because, you know, people are going to be competing to see, you know, to sell their cards off. So some guy might be offering 35, some guy might be offering 31, and it just keeps declining down naturally. And I mean, these guys can still buy as much as they want to maintain the prices, but at the end of the day, who's paying for these prices if people are pulling this card left and right, you know? Resellers. Okay? I just want to state this. Resellers and scalpers are 2 different things. Alright? One of them just clear shelves. And again, they do something similar where they do flip the product for more money, but they're not as sophisticated as resellers. As resellers are kind of like sneakerhead equivalent of sneaker resellers, you know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing, and they're doing it more efficiently, they're more organized, and they're more calculated with this. Alright? Resellers, distinct from scalpers, often purchase product intending to hold them until their value appreciates. While investment in collectibles isn't new, the new intensity has led to inflated prices across the board. This trend has made it increasingly difficult for casual collectors, especially younger fans, to participate in the hobby without facing financial hurdles. The allure of quick profits has overshadowed the community-driven spirit that once defined Pokemon card collecting. Okay, resellers, cook groups, you know, monitors, bots, you know, these are things that resellers will use, not your typical scalper will use. The scalpers are really old-fashioned, drive to each store, camp out, and just wait to get it. But resellers use more of like technology-based monitors, you know, cook groups, like I said, bots. They really just buy out everything that their monitor displays, and yeah, and then from there they just resell it for extremely large amounts of money, and really make a business and really depend on this low key or do it as a side hustle. It really just causes a lot of problems in the hobby. Because if these people get a hold of that product, pretty much you're gonna pay like a hefty dollar on it, and I don't think anyone who collects Pokemon cards really wants to pay money for this. They really thrive off naive new people in the hobby. I've seen a lot of new people just give in to these guys and just pay their prices, which I don't really condone. I really feel, again, I don't want to sound like I'm pocket watching, but you shouldn't really do that, because you're just giving them, again, more evidence, more proof that people are willing to pay these prices for this product. And I feel like, not to harp on new collectors or anyone, again, I'm not pocket watching, but there's a lot of people out there that I've noticed on social media that can't make ends meet because they're spending too much money on Pokemon cards. And I really want to suggest, you're not missing out much in Pokemon cards. I know that it's hype, it's up there, but like, worry about yourself first before spending money on cardboard. It's not worth it. It's not going anywhere. Just because you're not in the crowd doesn't mean you missed out. And a lot of people also, buyer remorse is real. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people in this hobby that have that, and it's not. You're gonna kick yourself later if you're not in this hobby for the long run or for like more than a year. Then you shouldn't be in this hobby regardless, because it's kind of like you're just gonna drop it. It's like there's some memes and stuff out there. What's a good? I can't think of a good example. I probably have one, but we'll come back to it when I talk about the new collector segment. But I really want to harp on: do not support resellers. Um, I feel like a lot of people support these people regardless because they can't find product. Listen, like I said, the main objective of resellers is to make it feel like you're missing out on being a part of something. You're not missing anything out. I like to say that genuinely. It's cardboard. It's a kid's toy. You can buy it. You can buy it again, like when this hype dies down, like a year or two later. You're not missing out. Okay. Thank you. The surge of new collectors. The recent mainstream attention on Pokemon cards has attracted a wave of new collectors. While it's encouraging to see the community grow, the sudden influx has strained the market. Newcomers driven by nostalgia or fear of missing out purchase large quantities without a clear collecting goal. This behavior exacerbates shortages and drives prices higher, further alienating long-time enthusiasts. Discussions among seasoned collectors highlight frustration over the changing dynamics and challenges of adapting to this new landscape. Now, new collectors is what really is the key to all this. Now, again, I'm not discouraging any new collectors. I don't want to sound like I don't like new collectors. I think it's healthy to have new people in the hobby, but genuinely, a lot of new collectors I've seen on social media really provide this doom and gloom, doom posting where they just complain a lot about not finding product, and they just constantly do it on anything released in Pokemon, or they just constantly crap on new cards being shown or whatever. They just really bring a negative vibe to the whole hobby. Um, Now a lot of them also tend to really, what I've seen is just fall into like this premise where they're gonna pay these reseller prices. They're gonna support scalping. They're gonna support a lot of these, like, oh my god, I just pulled like a $50 card. They're new to the hobby. The card used to be worth $5. They're like, oh, it's a $50 card. They're gonna really say, look, it's a $50 card. And in reality, this kind of like, how do I say this kind of attitude towards Pokemon cards really just supports more of the other three things. All right, let's say a new collector can't find product. They go to their local scalper. They pay the $20-$50 increase in price. They open the product up. They don't hit anything, and they're just disappointed. Then the reseller, oh, if it's a really limited set and these guys have bought it like the entire stock at Walmart, these guys are gonna go there, pay these reseller prices, open the product up. They might hit big, they might not, and then yeah, they just wasted a lot of money on nothing, but they still supported the bad guy, and then we have the NFT bros, the crypto bros. They say they have a $50 card, but when it comes down to it, if they don't sell it fast enough, they just have it in their collection and it goes down drastically, they're kind of going to be discouraged and be like, why did this card go down in value? Because they haven't really experienced the highs and lows of the hobby. And I mean, yeah, it's like, if you're new to this hobby, you're gonna learn a lot, and you're gonna learn a lot of it over time. But don't support anybody who's selling above MSRP on product. Like I said at the last segment, you're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out on being a part of something. Just do your own thing. You don't have to be into Pokemon to be a part of something. You know, you can still collect, you can still enjoy the hobby by, you know, opening a pack or two here and there. You don't have to open the latest set. You don't have to support these people. And another thing about new collectors is they really support the habit, like these toxic habits from these three sections, or whatever you want to call them. And they really believe that those guys are right and genuine people in the hobby are wrong, which kind of also does something wrong. Also, a lot of new collectors are toxic. I've seen these guys like prey on people's downfall, act really negative. Again, really just, you know, say F you to the guy who scores like one prismatic booster bundle or something that just dropped like a couple of minutes ago. You know, I just see these guys just being really toxic and just overall nuisance. It's kind of like, bro, it's just keep it to yourself. You know, you don't gotta wish death threats on someone. You don't gotta generally tell someone, I hope you get robbed. You know, I'm just seeing a lot of these unhinged comments lately that I didn't see before. It's kind of getting ridiculous. Like, come on, guys. You know, be more mature, be more understanding. Not everyone, like I said, in this, not everyone can be a winner in this life. You're gonna have some losers regardless. So, you know, just let people have their W's, because I'm pretty sure if someone told you to go F yourself or hope your collection gets stolen if you scored a massive dub, wouldn't feel the same as you telling that to somebody else, you know. That's what I'm saying. So, thank you. And the impact to genuine fans with all these combined actions of groups have reshaped the Pokemon card landscape. Um, But as once an accessible and community-oriented hobby has become a high-stakes market where genuine fans struggle to keep the joy of opening a new pack, the thrill of collecting a set, and you know, the collective group of a group of community, well-driven people is being overshadowed by profit-driven motives. Um, and I made a video about this, how I felt alienated. And this is where it all stems from. You know, I genuinely feel like um, I'm just looking at things, you know, like I have these ideas and these things I want to do, content that I've always done with Pokemon cards for like the past 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, whatever, how long I've been posting on YouTube. Um, and it kind of feels like I can't really do that, you know, regardless if I don't get as much views as other people, regardless if I'm not a big subscriber count, you know. I really enjoy opening Pokemon cards. It's similar to like someone cracking open a beer after work, you know. I just, some days, you know, I work hard. I have like a long day. I want to make a video, you know. I want to open some packs, see if I get something, see if I don't. You know, I have like these long-term ideas as well with some of the cards I have, and right now it's really inaccessible. And a lot of people are arguing where it's like you work a 9 to 5 or something, go out there, waste your time getting product and stuff. And I generally feel like when you have a hobby, you shouldn't be wasting all your free time on trying to find product and stuff. I generally feel like you shouldn't. And you can also say, oh, why don't you do online shopping? Well, here's the thing. I've been collecting for a while. I don't really want to open Obsidian Flames. I don't really want to open Paldea Evolved. I don't really want to open Paradox Rift because I have all the sets. I have all the cards in the set. I'm not saying like all the Illustrator rares, all the SARs. Why do I want to throw more money at something where I've already, you know, I already have the chase card. I already have multiple copies of like, you know, the second chase card or the third chase card, or going so on and so forth. You know, I just feel like I'm at a stump right now, you know, and I really can't progress further with what I've had with Pokemon. Right now, I can just collect as many, you know, collect the Pokemon Center ETBs and just hold them until the market cools down, where I can do my regular videos, you know, and provide more content with Pokemon cards. But right now, I'm just stuck. Um, and that's where I was coming from with that, feeling alienated in that video. I really should redo it again. I feel like I didn't do so well on it, but you know, I feel like this video might do better because I wrote a whole script and stuff, you know. But yeah. What are your thoughts on the state of Pokemon card collecting? Have you faced challenges due to these market shifts? Share your experience in the comments below, and let's work together to see eye to eye and really understand each other's perspective in the hobby. I don't know what to say at this last part. I mean, I've seen a lot this week. I've seen grown men fighting in front of Pokemon Center kiosk. I've seen people fighting each other. I've seen people getting trampled on and stuff. In 2016, I really feel like people would give you disgusting looks as a grown man buying cards. But now it's just like everyone just acts like a man child or presents like unmature behavior for a kid's toy, which is kind of crazy to me. I don't know. I just can't understand people's mindset. I mean, is greed and money really driving people to do these outlandish and unmature things? Like some of these people probably have kids. It's kind of embarrassing. But, but, dang, my voice cracked it. But, yeah, I don't know. I just really feel like, yeah, I don't know. I just can't see myself being associated with people like that in this hobby. It kind of just makes me cringe a lot. Like, so these are the new people in my hobby. It's kind of like yikes. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video. Until next time, see you later. Peace.
Judge, jury, executioner! Watch out.